So, today I am ranking all 7 Tyler the Creator albums. I would like to say that Tyler the Creator is currently one of my favorite artists working today, so I do at least appreciate all of these albums. This is, of course, not including the Grinch EP, because that is not only a soundtrack, but it's not even a full album. Let's just skip the intro and get right in.
Somebody called a pastor, this bastard is so possessed.
So I've seen a few Tyler the Creator album rankings on YouTube, and most of them put Bastard above Goblin. That is objectively the wrong opinion. While it's not a terrible first album, it really does stink. It relies way too much on its abrasive and angry shock value that almost makes you think of that one kid everyone knows that just says the most edgy thing possible and thinks he's cool despite no one liking him. The album is full of bad joke songs and poorly slopped together melodies with the most half-assed instrumentals and awful offensive lyrics that make you want to just forget the album even exists. My favorites on this one are Bastard and French. 4 out of 10.
I'm a fucking walking paradox.
Well, I guess it's not that much better than Bastard. This album, despite having most of the same offensive, shocking lyrics as Bastard, has great tracks with slightly sophisticated lyrics and much improved instrumentals. It shows exactly where he was going with the progression of the unique hip-hop jazz fusions that were the best part of Goblin. Odd Future was all over Bastard, with some songs not having Tyler on them at all, but this one he is taking it solo, at least with the vocals. The album doesn't really hold up over time, but it is still pretty solid. The best songs on this one are Yonkers, She, Goblin, and Analog. 4 out of 10.
Cherry Bomb, the greatest fucking album since the days of sound.
Cherry Bomb is such a weird album. Tyler went full-on rock with this one, and I think he pulled it off. The instrumentals are fun, fast-paced, and very unique to Tyler. The lyrics have mostly improved from his earlier days, but the song Fucking Young/Perfect is an embarrassingly terrible attempt at having a take on a real topic and being absolutely wrong. Don't want to get into the lyrics, but just know that it is gross how he talks about age gaps in the song. The album is very ambitious, which works for and against it. In one way, I can compare it to The Life of Pablo. It has some of my favorite tracks ever from the artist, but it is so ambitious and wild that it can be a bit messy most of the time. But unlike Life of Pablo, because the Cherry Bomb album only has 13 songs, when it starts to go too far off the rails, it comes back within 1 or 2 tracks. The best songs on this one are Okaga CA, Find Your Wings, Two-Seater, Run, Death Camp, Buffalo, and Smuckers.
For real this time.
I am very sorry for this placement, and I know that I just pissed everyone off, and I will admit, Igor is a great album. It's just not my thing. The production is flawless, and the writing is amazing, but I really don't like the voice he has on this album. The whole album, he goes so high in his vocal range, and I just don't think it works well with the instrumental, or even Tyler's singing. He almost tries to do a Pharrell soft and extremely high vocal, but Tyler just doesn't have the pipes for that, and therefore I do not like the singing. The instrumentals on this one vary from really good to bland, which is not great because the instrumentation is one of the best things about Tyler. There are some bangers on this one that stand out to me, and I get that he is going for a story with this one, but most of the album just feels boring. Songs like Gone Gone Thank You and Are We Still Friends, at least to me, come off meandering and boring with the surface level lyrics and the uninspired instrumentation. Best song on here is Boy is a Gun, Igor's theme, Earthquake, and the fantastic new Magic Wand. And at risk of getting my head chopped off, I am not giving this one a number score. Thank you, and I'm sorry.
'Cause when I call you on the phone, I hope you pick up your phone.
Wolf is a fantastic album. It takes all the right elements from Goblin and Bastard and puts them together to create one of his most imaginative albums. If this list were just based on standout songs, this one would be number 1. This song has 2 of my favorite Tyler the Creator songs of all time, Answer and IFHY. Answer having one, if not the best instrumentals in a Tyler song ever, that almost previews the rock inspirations of Cherry Bomb, along with Tyler's most personal and heartbreaking lyrics, and IFHY having some powerful and haunting lyrics along with the most flawless production. The middle interlude of the song is literally my outro, so what else is there to say? Apart from those two songs, the album is fun and fast-paced, but often has boring misses that bring the album down. The best songs are Awkward, Wolf, Answer, Damo 23, Tamale, Slater, and my two favorites, Answer and IFHY. 8 out of 10. Bet you guys weren't expecting this to be as high as it is. This album has some of the hardest bangers of Tyler's entire career, and hands down the best overall mood and instrumentals, but I just couldn't bring myself to put this at number 1. I will say that these top 2 albums are on the same level, and are fully interchangeable, and depending on the day, this could be number 1, but Call Me If You Get Lost is going to have to be number 2 for today. Call Me If You Get Lost is an amazing album that gives you a carefree and fun feeling throughout the entire thing. It has some of the most jazzy and groovy Tyler beats of all time, but it also has classic bangers like Juggernaut and Lemonhead, which are so re-listenable. The album's lyrics are similar to that of Igor, which makes it a little derivative, so I really shouldn't put it at number 1, but I'm really tempted to. Best songs on this one are Sir Baudelaire, Lumberjack, Corso, Wilshire, Lemonhead, Juggernaut, Safari, and Sweet/I Thought You Wanted to Dance. 8 out of 10.
How many cars can I buy till I run out of drive? How much drive can I have until I run out of road?
Flower Boy is one of the best albums of the 2010s, so yeah, it definitely deserves to be number 1. The album has the best features of any Tyler album, not in a way of, oh, these are my favorite artists, and they are good because they are always good, but in the way of, oh, I don't like most of these artists, and Tyler really brings out the best in them. I mean, he even makes Jaden Smith sound good. That is a feat of songwriting I couldn't imagine to be possible. The instrumentation on this album is consistent, and also a culmination of every genre Tyler the Creator has ever tried in his career. Jazz, rock, hip-hop, R&B, and pop. The album really is perfect in almost every way. It creates the feeling of a warm summer day. It is a comfortable and sweet album that I wish I had on vinyl. This is also probably a more comfortable album for Tyler because he revealed a lot more about his personality and was fully rid of the shock value. This is also his coming out album, which was pretty jarring for most people. It was a shock to see that the same kid who used gay slurs 213 times on one album eventually came out as gay. And people wonder why I don't like Goblin Bastard. Like, bro, that shit is not cool to say. Anyway, this album has some great and personal lyrics about how Tyler feels stuck in life and finds struggles with fame, the backlash of his early work, and the fear that he will one day be forgotten. The album does a great job explaining why he was the way he was, even if it's unforgivable. Tyler mostly leaves the singing for his features, which is even better for me, who doesn't like his singing mostly on Igor. His rapping has clearly gotten better over the years, and the thing I love about his rapping here is how clear he is. He never slurs his words together and speaks very clearly the entire time. Since it would take much longer to list the songs I do like, I'll just say the only track I'm not crazy about is Droppin' Seeds. Well, that was my very controversial ranking of Tyler the Creator. Thank you all so much for watching. Go out and listen to all of Tyler's albums except for Bastard and Goblin, and have a great day.